Hello everyone, it's Sam from the Football Network. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the One Season Wonder Save with ACF Fiorentina. If you haven't watched the last episode, the first episode of this series, please go and check it out. We had some pretty incredible games in that. And this time, in this episode, of course, we've got the double header of AC Mlan and Juventus. Again, a trip to Milan for us and a visit from a Turin club. I didn't plan it to be that way, but it's worked out that way, which is pretty interesting. Anyway, of course, let's have a look at the fixtures since we played. Of course, it was a 0-0 draw and then the 4-0 win against Inter and Torino, respectively. We followed that up with a pretty decent 4-1 win over Parma. A brace for Franck Ribéry, Jose Callejon and Christian Kouemi. Again, as I said in the first episode, my apologies if I'm pronouncing that name or any of the names in this episode incorrectly. My deepest apologies there. I'm still learning. Anyway, we beat them 4-1. Good goals from those three lads secured the win. Then a 2-0 win over Sassuolo. Goals from Jose Callejon again and Franck Ribéry again. Those two turning into pretty decent goal scorers for me. That was followed up by a pretty interesting game. A 4-2 win over Benevento. Brace from Christian Kouemi and a brace from Jose Callejon. We were really, really average in this game. And I was not happy with the performance, which is odd considering we won 4-2. But it was so average, to be honest. It was such an average performance from us. I'm not happy at all. We did follow up with another win though. 2-1 win over Spal in the third qualifying round of the Coppa d'Italia. Bonaventura and Patrick Cotrone with the goals. Followed up by with probably our best performance of the season, and that's obviously taking into account that we had a pretty good game against Torino in the first episode. And that's a 2-0 win over Napoli. Former Napoli man, Jose Callejon, getting a brace against his former club. I was expecting this to be a really, really tough fixture. Obviously, Napoli are a very, very good side. You never know what to expect from them. You know, they've got a very good defence. But we managed to withstand their attacks. We managed to hold out. We managed to grab the 2 goals, obviously, within inside 22 minutes. We were 2 up. And we managed to survive. We managed to be honest, in the second half, we were peppering them pretty good with chances. So a very good win there. That's followed up by a 1-0 win against Cotrone. Roberto Gagliardini with a header from a corner kick in the 65th minute to give us the 3 points. Dusan Vlahovic did miss a penalty though. And we missed another penalty in the 2-0 win against Genoa. Again, Roberto Gagliardini and Giancomo Bonaventura with the goals. Christian Kouemi missing from the spot. We're not very good from the spot this season. We've missed all 3 we've had. Followed by another game against Cotrone in the 4th qualifying round of the Coppa Italia. Jose Callejon with the goal. And then a last game before this episode, 2-1 win against Lazio. A brace from Christian Kouemi. Very nice goals from the Ivorian international. But Eric Pulgar did get himself sent off with a horrific challenge. It was very similar to the challenge that Arturo Vidal committed against, I believe it was Ribéry? Is it Ribéry or Kouemi? I can't remember who it was, but similar to the challenge that he committed in the first episode in the game against Inter. But of course, we've got the games against AC Milan and Juventus to come. 2 very good sides. Probably, I fancy maybe our chance against Milan, but I'm expecting against Juventus we're going to get absolutely battered. But let's get into it anyway. So the line we're going to go with is Dragowski, Milenkovic, Pezzella, Martinez Quadra, Biraghi, Roberto Gagliardini, Alfred Duncan, Gaetano Castrovilli, Jose Callejon, Franck Ribéry and Christian Kouemi. Obviously, Pulgar is out suspended and Vallejo is out injured at the moment, but he wouldn't really feature. And then the bench is going to be Tiriciano, Lerola, Caceres, Samponara, Luis Matura. I'm not sure about that. This young lad, he's a pretty promising young Romanian striker. Again, my I'm complete. We'll call him Louis. Danko Vlahovic, Emil Smith Rowe, Antonio Barreca, Igor Bonaventura, Amrabat, and Patrick Cotrone. So let's jump into this game. Of course, AC Milan are a side that are pretty revitalised this season. And potentially we might be able to do something, but obviously, you know, as always, let's see. Gigi Donnarumma in goal, Lucas Vazquez, Simon Kea, I believe, Alessio Romagnoli, David Caldara, Sandro Tonali, Franck Kessié, Alexis Senemekas, I believe, Hakan Calhanoglu, Ante Rebic, and Zlatan Ibrahimovic. With some pretty Brahim Diaz, Rafael Leao, some Ismail Benacer, obviously a very, very good midfielder. So some very good options on the bench for AC Milan. Also, I fully expect the run to continue. We've been very, very good. We're joint top with Atalanta. They've played a game more than us, so this is our game in hands. Chance to go top, 3 points clear. Hopefully we can do it. It's going to be a big, big game back at San Siro in Milan, and I'll say again, I fancy our chances, but God, we need to guard against any kind of sustained pressure. Corner kick, Jose Callejon puts the ball into the box. It's headed away by Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Now Vazquez heads away onto Hakan Calhanoglu, who's gone very, very wide on this left-hand side. He's waiting for options to join him forward. It's been a number of deflections. He's taken it into possession there for Jose Callejon. Now Christian Kouemi in a bit of an alley there, but Alfred Duncan brings the ball forward. Wonderful run from the Sampdoria midfielder. The former Sampdoria midfielder strikes with absolute finesse there. Lovely strike from Alfred Duncan to slot it past Gianluigi Donnarumma, and it's 1-0 Fiorentina. His first goal of the season. He's only in the lineup, of course, because Eric Pulgar is suspended. Lovely play between Alfred Duncan and Christian Kouemi. Just beats a number of AC Milan players there and strikes it really nicely on his left foot. A little bit of curl on it. Beautiful finish from the midfielder. 1-0 Fiorentina. And, you know, we're looking pretty good. Obviously, this is something I'm always looking out for in terms of, because I want proper pass completion with this. So Hakan Calhanoglu with the ball into the box from the Turkish international, and Ibrahimovic spilled out of Dragowski's fingers, and the legendary Swede has got his side back in the game. His 12th goal of the campaign, and Ibrahimovic just inside 30 minutes has got his side back in the game. Decent header, poor goalkeeping though from the Polish keeper. So we're all square now. They're really, AC Milan really dominating the shots there. We've had the most possession. We've not really done much with it in terms of chance creation, really. Half time, and it's 1-1 in a very, very rainy Milan. Not happy with the performance. It was a really good goal from Alfred Duncan, but just unable really to find that. Killer blow, really. We've only just had our second shot. So they've got another corner kick. Calhanoglu ball in the box. Saved by Dragowski, almost redeeming himself for letting the Ibra header slip through his fingers. Now the Polish goalkeeper smashes it long, and the Ivorian Christian Kouemi does get onto the end of it. Lots of work to do though. No real options with him. He's waiting for men to join him in the box. Lays it off for Jose Callejon, and at the very near post, Gianluigi Donnarumma is beaten for the second time at the San Siro, and 60 minutes in, an hour in, it's Fiorentina 2, AC Milan 1. Wonderful ball up forward from Dragowski, and Christian Kouemi with some really, really good hold-up play, waiting for options to join him in the area, and then a very nice strike from Callejon. Donnarumma will be really, really annoyed with himself for not keeping that out at the near post. So, Ibrahimovic, Romagnoli, now Kea, Tonali, AC Milan trying to get back in the game for the second time. Ball forward to Salamekas, out wide, looking to maybe pick someone out in the area. Back to Sandro Tonali, ball into the box, and Ibrahimovic heads it well across the box to Ante Rebic, but still in possession here, AC Milan. Caldara onto Franck Kessié. Caldara maybe looking for men in the area. Calhanoglu headed away by Pezzella, falls to Franck Kessié. Kessié to Lucas Vazquez, the former Real Madrid man who shoots. Oh, Dragowski did very well. He did face with the post a bit there, but he did well to deny AC Milan, another equaliser. So, 20 minutes gone. We're going to make some substitutions. Frank Ribery's done nothing in this game. So we're going to take Ribery off. Smith Rowe's been kind of my impact, but Bonaventura has done quite well from the bench. I'll tell you what we'll do is we shall bring Smith Rowe on, and Castrovilli really hasn't done a lot either. So yeah, Smith Rowe is going to come on the left hand side. Bonaventura is going to come on for Castrovilli. Don't think I want to make any more changes as of yet. So about quarter of an hour to go. It's still Fiorentina 2, AC Milan 1. Donnarumma with the goal kick. Ball forward. And Brahim Diaz was almost onto it, but Brahim dealt with it. Christian Kouemi, lots of space for the Ivorian. Now Christian Kouemi, can he seal it? Oh my word. It's a wonderful chance for the Ivorian forward, but he just completely wastes the opportunity. Knocked away by Pezzella. Into Conti, out on this right hand side. Tonali. Benacer. Salimekis. Oh my word, it's over the bar. Another fantastic chance for AC Milan to get an equaliser. We head into 3 minutes of stoppage time. Still Fiorentina leading by 2-1. And it's all over. Fiorentina come away with 4 points so far from their trip to Milan for the campaign. Very, very respectable. Milinkovic was not good in that game. But you've got to say, very good work up top from Christian Kouemi. Absolutely fantastic. And that was a good win for us. That means we go top 3 points clear of Atalanta. And as you can see, confirmation there. Plus 7 goal difference ahead of Atalanta. Of course, the next game we face Juventus, who are 7 behind us, though we can't lose focus. They are a very, very strong team. There's a reason that they've dominated Serie A for so long. But let's go forward to this game against the kings of Serie A for the last God knows how long. But hopefully we can get a decent win again, or a decent result anyway against them. Let's see how we do. Now it's time for the Serie A fixture against Juventus in Florence. Currently sits second once again, a point behind Atalanta after they picked up another 3 points, I think, in their game. Oh, this is probably, I was going to say our biggest test of the season, but to be fair, the Inter game was a huge test. The game against Lazio and Napoli were a big test. So this is just another big game. Obviously, Eric Pulgar is going to come back into the side after his suspension. I'm not going to start him. I was really impressed with Alfred Duncan in that match. So I think we're pretty much going to keep the team the same. Do we actually? Nah. Sorry, Frank. I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll bring Frank Ribery off the bench as a properly good impact sub. Hopefully, we're in a position where Ribery coming on can create a bit of mayhem for them. But I'm not looking forward to this. Fiorentina against Juventus in Serie A. Oh, Gordon Bennett. Okay, so their lineup is Szczesny, De Ligt, Bonucci, Chiellini, Quadrado, Danilo, Artemelo, Rodrigo Benacer, Federico Chiesa, of course, a former Fiorentina man, Ronaldo. Obviously, he's got the fake name, I think, there. And then Paulo Dybala with Buffon, Weston McKennie, Frabato, Rabiot, Demiral, Ramsey, Marquez, Rosa, Khedira, Bernardeschi, Morata and Kulusevski on the bench. God, that's an incredibly strong side. That defence is going to be near impregnable, especially with the fullbacks being Quadrado and Danilo. This is not going to be fun. Let's keep the spirit up, boys. Let's keep the spirit up. It's interesting, yeah, of course, he's come home after running away. Gordon Bennett. I mean, just look at that team. That is absurd. That's just an unfair level of talent in that Juventus team. As you can see, the players walk out onto the pitch. Rossi to Pezzella. Pezzella into Castrovilli. Castrovilli looks to bring the ball forward. Finds Alfred Duncan. Now out wide to Jose Callejon. Callejon looks to create something in the middle. Ball over the top for Emil Smith Rowe. Takes a touch and shoots. It's saved. It's saved by the former Arsenal keeper Wojciech Szczesny. That was a hell of a ball over the top. Corner kick. Callejon whips the ball into the box. The lick heads clear. It's a goal kick. It looks like it came off the head of Alfred Duncan. But a wonderful ball over the top. I believe that was from Jose Callejon into Emil Smith Rowe. Maybe lacking a little bit of composure, the young flying winger. Especially at this early point in the game. So we're looking okay so far. They've got a throw-in on the far side. Chiellini, ball into the box. Headed away by Gagliardini. Artemella's going to collect. Benacer. That's not Benacer. Bentancur, sorry. Melo. Dybala. Bentancur. Ronaldo. Ronaldo's all he needs is a slight opportunity. Cuadrado. It's well wide from the Colombian. I think Cuadrado actually is a former Fiorentina man, I think. Have I got that right? Let's double check. Position, Cuadrado. So I remember him, I think he was on loan from Chelsea. Oh, that's Ronaldo. Juan Cuadrado. Oh no, yeah, he was there. He was there before he went to Chelsea. I couldn't remember if that was correct, but shouldn't have second guessed myself. Free kick, edge of the area. Castrovilli looks to bend it. Oh, too far off from the Italian midfielder. Current to half an hour, and so far still at a deadlock. Fiorentina been slightly better side. Baraki from the throw-in. Callejon against I think former Real teammate Danilo has fouled him on the looked like the edge of the area, but it's very, very tight. Another VAR check. Is it going to be a spot kick, which Fiorentina have not been good from so far this season? They've had 3 of them and missed all of them. What's the referee going to say? I think it might be a penalty. It is a penalty. Danilo fouling Jose Callejon on the edge of the, or in just inside the area, and stepping up to take it. Who is stepping up to take it? It is Christian Kouemi, who goes for it and he scores. And Fiorentina, at the 4th time of asking, have converted a penalty, and it's 1-0 Fiorentina. Juventus have got a lot of work to do now. Danilo letting his keeper Wojciech Szczesny down, and it's a very well taken penalty by Christian Kouemi right in the corner. A former Arsenal keeper, stretched but just not big enough to get there. And it's half time. Fiorentina lead by 1-0. So there's a lot of work to do. Kouemi was good from that spot kick. Overall, we've been alright. I think, who's been our worst performer so far? Pizzello's not really had a lot to do. I don't want to jinx him. Of course, Ronaldo just needs one chance and he can create something. Of course, Chiesa as well. Throw in though. On this near side, Milenkovic, Alfred Duncan, Pezzella, Gagliardini. Milenkovic, back to Pezzella, into Duncan. Just patient build-up play here from Fiorentina. Christian Kouemi with lots of work to do though. The other one's still going and shoots, and it's a drag shot from the forward. It was a fantastic run, but deserved a better shot on goal, really. They're starting to get into this game. They're starting to build into it. We've got about 25 minutes left. Dybala from the corner kick. Ball whipped in. It's headed, just over from Chiellini. That's got to be a warning sign, if there hadn't been one already, that Juventus need to be. The Juventus are getting closer and closer, and Fiorentina need to keep an eye on it. So we're going to bring off Smith Rowe. It was all right in that first half. We're going to bring on Frank Ribery. Any other changes that I want to make? I don't want to mess with that defence really. Again, Castrovilli's not really done a lot. Maybe not since he's taken us. Maybe change his role. Change to a box to box and drop Duncan back to a ball winner. Just give Castrovilli the option to get forward. Clearly into defence midfielder. Just sit a little deep with that midfield. Because that midfield is obviously like. So it's currently Rabiot and Ramsey. Ribery with the ball into the box. And Martinez Quattro gets his head on it, but it's saved by Wojciech Szczesny. Who maybe is looking to distribute ball forward. And Morata's almost onto it, but Gagliardini heads down into the path of Paulo Dybala. Dybala bringing the ball forward, more and more men getting into the area for Juventus. Adrien Rabiot, Dybala takes a shot, but he's offside. It was an offside position when the ball was played from Adrien Rabiot. He was a mile off when the ball was played. 10 minutes left. That looks like it. That was looked like it was offside to me. Yes, it was. Took his time though. So let's see. Yeah, as you can see on the far side, makes the run a little bit too late. The Argentine. So we're into the final 5 minutes plus stoppage time of this game. Still Fiorentina lead by 1-0. 4 minutes of stoppage time. Oh my word, we've actually done it. A Christian Kouemi penalty means we walk away with all 3 points against Juventus. A huge, huge 3 points. My word. That is a huge win. So as things stand, we have... What does that mean? So Juventus are up to 4th. So I mean, of the top 4, I think we haven't played Atalanta quite yet. How long until we play them? Because that's going to be a big game. So in 3 games time we play Atalanta, but my word. So we're currently top of the table, 3 clear of the Bergamo-based outfit. Ooh, this is... I like how the idea of this was to get European football. Now we might potentially be in a Serie A title challenge. Huge 3 points. The next game is... What should we do for the next episode? Got a series of big ones here. I think what I want to do is I want to do the game against Bologna and then another trip to the San Siro to face AC Milan in the first proper round of the Coppa d'Italia. Obviously, there's the derby against Bologna, and then the Coppa d'Italia. That'll be where we come back for in episode 3 of One Season Wonder. This is going a lot better than I expected. I thought we'd get battered by Juventus, Napoli, Lazio, Inter, but we're holding our own. We're still unbeaten in this campaign. Can we keep this up? Sam for the Football Network signing out. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.